From the production studios of Magnetic Media in Providenciales, Turks and Caicos, and Nassau in the Bahamas, it's Turquoise Morning. Here's your host, DeAndre Hamilton.
Hello there and welcome to another beautiful Turquoise Morning. I'm your host, DeAndre Hamilton. This is the show where we celebrate the people, the places, and the plans of the Caribbean region. Today we are filming in Freeport, Grand Bahama. And guess what, folks? We're celebrating downtown Freeport. It has been revitalized. I tell you, some things move around. But you know what? I love the fact that Clarence is still in his spot. Well, maybe a little down the road, but Clarence still there with the curry chicken and the white rice, and I know the plantain off the chains. Right now, though, we go to some of our interview with executives from the Grand Bahama Port Authority as they talk to us about why and what and how they made the changes to make downtown Freeport look brand new.
About keeping our island clean. We believe that a healthy environment does so much for our economy, for our island, and so the efforts of Keep Our Mama Clean has been one that's ongoing, going into the schools, just spreading the message of environmental stewardship. There's a sense of nostalgia when the project first started of how it used to be, and so we wanted to capture some of that glory. And Freeport has often been referred to as the Garden City, and so certainly planting more trees and flowers just to brighten up the environment, and certainly has a whole benefit even to the humankind, just to brighten up the day. And so that's one of the things that we wanted to do, just to return that luster that once existed.
Okay, so we've got more of that to come. Stick and stay with us right here on Turquoise Morning. Remember, you can catch us online anytime at turquoisemorningshow.com, or you can head on over to our YouTube channel. Look for Magnetic Media TV. Subscribe, yes, subscribe, and you get the show automatically every time we post it. Right now, though, we've got your tourism news on Tourism Now. Blue Haven Resort and Marina will for the first time host the Wine Cellars Fish and Golf Tournament. Registration was last weekend at the Wine Cellar store and saw the first 20 boaters to register automatically entered to win a night stay at the Leeward located resort. The barbecue registration was the prelude to the fourth event, which will give a huge cash prize of $10,000 to the first boat to haul in a Wahoo 150 pounds or heavier. The Wine Cellar Golf and Fishing Tourney is in the Turks and Caicos Islands, March 20th through 23rd. Culinary tour now being offered at Junkanoo Beach, located on Tano Beach in Freeport. These cruise ship passengers to Grand Bahama Island book the experience and learn how to cook authentic Bahamian favorites like peas and rice and conch fritters. The relatively new tour expands the variety of offering at the Junkanoo Beach restaurant, which is gearing up to launch socials for locals. And when the national awards take place in Guyana at the end of March, two sports heroes will be honored. West Indies cricketers Shivnarine Chanderpaul and Shemaine Campbell were named Guyana's 2013 Sportsman and Sportswoman of the Year by a National Sports Commission. The Jamaica Observer reports Chanderpaul was nominated by the Guyana Cricket Board and the Guyana Boxing Association. Campbell was nominated and supported by journalists Claude David and Althea Grant Charles. Congratulations. That's your tourism news on Tourism Now. In writing about Freeport, the Bahamas' industrial capital, I discovered something that I did not know. The motto of the island, located in the northern part of the Bahamas, is "Love is everything." How refreshing to find such a pure and simple saying attached to such a purely magnificent destination. A planned city now spanning 138,000 acres, it is where you find a fusion of industry and tourism for a commercial mix unique to the island of Grand Bahama. It is one of the country's largest islands, and Freeport is the nation's best planned city. Streamlined thoroughfares, undeniable room to grow, enchanting escapes natural and man-made, a company called the Grand Bahama Port Authority, running Freeport from an iconic office in the downtown center. An island like this is not without its controversies, its challenges. But what great story can be told unless it has an epic quandary almost equal to its potential? A great man of Grand Bahama once told me, in order to have great calm, there has got to be a great storm. And for many, they sense a shift in the situation and are now declaring with pregnant anticipation. For Freeport, the storm is over. Turquoise Morning is brought to you courtesy of the Grand Bahama Port Authority, promoting, encouraging, and establishing Freeport, Grand Bahama. Ground transportation for Turquoise Morning provided by M&K Car Rental. Reliable cars, great rates, Grand Bahama Airport. Air travel for Turquoise Morning provided courtesy of Western Air, where there is never a charge for changing reservations. Never. Hair care and hair styling, manicures and pedicures, spa treatments including massages. IBO Beauty Salon and Spa can take care of you head to toe. Open every day from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. IBO Plaza, Leeward Highway. Point Grace, world class for everyone. You can experience it all. Grace's Cottage, gourmet Caribbean dining, or try Hutchings for tropical delights for breakfast and lunch. Rejuvenate at the Lasso European Spa. Point Grace, Providenciales Turks and Caicos. You're welcome.
Next time on Turquoise Morning. Next time on Turquoise Morning.
Magnetic Media, the power of attraction. We pride ourselves on a strategic full-service creative development and production lineup that gets real results. For us, taking the time to understand your business and its goals is essential to creating a program that really works. The real key is combining our production skills with our ability to do business and find you an audience. If you care that your public image looks as good as your bottom line, then let Magnetic Media take you to the world. Visit us online and become the attraction.
Watching Turquoise Morning. We are in Freeport, Grand Bahama, and let me tell you, the redevelopment of downtown it's wowing me. I have to tell you, I did not expect to see a petticoat lane with all of the beautiful colors and the opportunity for people to really have cultural stalls and just do wonderful things out here to keep shoppers intrigued with the beauty of downtown center. It's amazing. Right now, though, we go into something all of us love, and that is flavor. It's all about food, it's all about yumminess, and all about a guy who used to actually be parked right about there, but you know what? He's not too far away. He's over there now. We're talking about Clarence and his delicious curry chicken and white rice. Well, he has more than that, but for now, that'll do. Clarence, what do you think makes your food so popular? People come back time and time again.
I think it's a combination of service and the love for what I do. Like, I'm doing it for myself, and I would like for people to get that same service along with the quality of food.
And it's tasty, man, for years. I grew up on this stuff.
Yes, that's why I have people here from 3 generations. I have the mothers, the daughters, the grand, and all those from 1971. Yeah.
And tell us about yourself, where you hail from, how you fall in love with this kitchen stuff.
Well, this came about after I was a police officer. For some reason, I came off the force, and I started insurance. That didn't work. Then I thought about something that I can do for myself. So I got into catching fish myself. I started catching the fish on the rocks, and by 12 o'clock in the day, I was selling them. That worked out pretty good, and I continued with that.
So preparation for all this food begins when?
4 o'clock in the morning. Dedication.
You cooking it?
Always.
And the prices are good, Clarence.
Best price.
Okay, tell me who you are.
Oh, I'm Sandra Borowski, enjoying the best of the days in Freeport. and loving it, and wanting to say hello to all my lovely friends down in Turks Island, Sylvia Hall, Judy Bassett, Manuela Pratt, and all her family, and the other friends whose names I can't remember right now, but if they remember my face, I'm just saying hi from the Bahamas. We miss you. We'd like to see you here pretty soon.
I'll tell you this one. It ain't like Nassau, but it become the Freeport. Freeport is the #1 place to be because you get the down-home cooking, you get the people there nice, you get the straw vendors, you get the beaches and the hotels. Come on down and meet Thelma.
Okay, so delicious food. Clarence, been around for a long, long time. From when I was a little girl, I can remember Clarence being out here really serving the Grand Bahama public with affordable, delicious food. Very important part of the downtown landscape. Right now, we have something else you love, something real funny. It is our Caribbean viral video. And remember, if you have one, send it on over to me at info@magneticmediatv.com. And remember, if you ever come over to the mall, you want to make sure that you don't stand on the grass like Kendra, because she's standing in the aunt's patch.
It's all about unlimited talk, 'cause that's the way I love to talk. It's all about unlimited text. Now who should I text next? Best value every time. Unlimited with line.
It's unlimited talk and text to any line, mobile or landline for just $5 a week.
Unlimited talk and text. Line's unbeatable value. It's TCI's best value offer, and it's all about you.
Dial *140*1 number sign to start talking and texting unlimited for just $5 a week today. Line, value every
And
moment.
it's all about you.
Building Materials Limited is your one-stop shop for all your home furnishing needs. From mattresses, bedding, pillows, chairs, tables, lamps, sectionals. And right now, you can take time to pay with our 60-day store layaway plan. Get the best quality and the best selections without spending it all. Only at Building Materials Limited, home of do-it-best quality paints.
Magnetic Media, the power of attraction. We pride ourselves on a strategic full-service creative development and production lineup that gets real results. For us, taking the time to understand your business and its goals is essential to creating a program that really works. The real key is combining our production skills with our ability to do business and find you an audience. If you care that your public image looks as good as your bottom line, then let Magnetic Media take you to the world. Visit us online and become the attraction.
Downtown Freeport has been revitalized. The Grand Bahama Port Authority investing some money in making it look different, adding some flora about the place. And I like it. I actually like it. I also love hanging out in any bookstore, especially this one where Aunt Kelly is. You know, H&L School Supplies and Bookstore is downtown in Freeport, serving up some little young clients and stuff like that. But you know what? Right now, we have for you more from our one-on-one interviews with those responsible at the Grand Bahama Port Authority for this new feel, new look in downtown Freeport.
The DFBA stands for the Downtown Freeport Business Association. You would have heard earlier that the Grand Bahama Port invested a lot in the downtown and revitalization of the downtown area. One of the components of the revitalization was an association that's independent of the Port Authority that can sustain not just the physical upgrade, but the socio-economic side of the revitalization. And so we saw the Downtown Freeport Business Association as that agency through which we can see socio-economic revival of the downtown area. And the idea behind that is for these group of businesses, whether they're building owners or business operators in the downtown area, would organize themselves in a way to provide sustained economic activity for the downtown through cultural programs, through consumer incentivized programs, and whatever ideas they have. The Port Authority facilitated the creation of the DFBA. We see us as being involved with it to a certain degree, not to dominate it, but to ensure that indeed it's around for a long time, because we think that them governing themselves would see a better increase in economic activity for the downtown area. Well, amazingly, the interim executive team of the FBA, we say interim because this was formed just under a year ago, and they're still growing. And the group dynamics are still there, so they're still growing and experiencing certain things. But they have wonderful ideas of how they see the economic activity for downtown being created, sustained, enjoyed by all, and how they can renew the interests of the not only foreign, but local buyers to the downtown area. And so you have they have a program, for example, called the Dollar Dash program. They have actually designed and created certain currency that will be used by all of the downtown businesses. And if you come and you purchase at that business, you get so much of this special currency that you can then use in other stores and rely.
I'm DeAndre Hamilton, here to let you know that you should be watching Tropic TV on channel 689. Get the latest news out of Haiti. What's happening in the Turks and Caicos? Big stories out of Jamaica. And Turquoise Morning, hosted by me, featuring the Turks and Caicos Islands. Tropic TV, over on channel 689, Cable Bahamas. You should be. Turquoise Morning being filmed in Freeport, Grand Bahama, downtown Freeport to be more specific. We're taking the tour. I tell you, bringing back a lot of memories. And I'm seeing a lot of friends. It feels really good to be home in Freeport. Behind me there is a police station. There is a takeout restaurant, a pastry store, even restrooms. And this is the new location, this area, for all of the buses, whether you're going to Lucaya or West End or 8 Mile Rock or Lewis Yard Hunters. This is where you now come. So this is Transportation Central, and they call it the Welcome Center area of downtown. Right now we have you Travel Smart. It's your ultimate Caribbean travel guide. So travel to Freeport can be a mix of business and pleasure. Investing in Grand Bahama is actually a great idea with competitive advantage. There's the strategic location, just 68 miles off the U.S. coast. There's the fiscal incentives, as the island offers no income tax, no investment tax, and uncomplicated repatriation of funds. It is a free trade zone offering grand opportunities. There is a highly skilled workforce, superior financial services, a progressive immigration policy, an outstanding quality of life, and world-class infrastructure. Find out more about investing in Freeport at gbpa.com. Travel smart. It's your ultimate Caribbean travel guide.
Next time on Turquoise Morning. Next time on Turquoise Morning.
Point Grace, world class for everyone. You can experience it all. Grace's Cottage, gourmet Caribbean dining, or try Hutchings for tropical delights for breakfast and lunch. Rejuvenate at the Lasso European Spa. Point Grace, Providenciales Turks and Caicos. You're welcome. It's for convenient shopping. It's for great prices and variety. It's for a bakery with bread made fresh daily with sweets and cakes, beverages including wines, and car rentals and sales. It's IBO Cash and Carry, Leeward Highway, Beaches Roundabout, and Shore Club. Open 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week. Ground transportation for Turquoise Morning provided by M&K Car Rental. Reliable cars, great rates, Grand Bahama Airport.
Building Materials Limited is your one-stop shop for all your home furnishing needs. From mattresses, bedding, pillows, chairs, tables, lamps, sectionals. And right now, you can take time to pay with our 60-day store layaway plan. Get the best quality and the best selections without spending it all. Only at Building Materials Limited, home of do-it best quality paints.
Air travel for Turquoise Morning provided courtesy of Western Air, where there is never a charge for changing reservations. Never.
Magnetic Media, the power of attraction. We pride ourselves on a strategic full-service creative development and production lineup that gets real results. For us, taking the time to understand your business and its goals is essential to creating a program that really works. The real key is combining our production skills with our ability to do business and find you an audience. If you care that your public image looks as good as your bottom line, then let Magnetic Media take you to the world. Visit us online and become the attraction.
You are watching Turquoise Morning. Remember, we are online anytime at turquoisemorningshow.com. Please go on over to our YouTube channel, Magnetic Media TV. Subscribe, and every time we post something new, you get it automatically.
Yes, well, the project was a 3-year project. It involved landscaping, it involved reshaping some of the buildings, it certainly involved adding handicap ramps and improving accessibility. It involved the creation of a welcome center where we were able to offer the Royal Bahamas Police Force a permanent unit downtown, and so security is often always important. Certainly we also included pedestrian-friendly access, to some of the roadways. So safety, beautification, those were some of the key words. Structural enhancements were a part of it. We approached the business leaders and owners in the downtown area to also spruce up, their buildings with paint and what have you. And so we were thankful for some of those who cooperated with us and partnered with us on this initiative.
Right, so aesthetically, you were going for color, yes?
We were going for color. We would have loved to have seen more pops of color, but we're grateful for the contribution certainly that the business community made in their investment in the downtown turnaround project. And I think one of the highlights too was also that of Petticoat Lane, creating a walking atmosphere in the middle of downtown that didn't exist. And so we're grateful. And so we see that there are a lot of opportunities that we're hoping to be explored. We've had, since the creation of the downtown turnaround project, we've had a downtown festival. We've had persons using the parking areas just to promote their businesses and promote different causes. And so we want that to continue to thrive.
So how much money did they give you to spend on that project?
Oh, well, we spent over a little bit over $2 million on the project in different injections. And so we were pleased with the investment, and we're hoping to see a greater return.
Here's what's developing in the Turks and Caicos Islands. A century of commercial flights. That is what the International Air Transport Association commemorated this week. And the Turks and Caicos Islands Airports Authority joined in the anniversary by opening the open-air check-in area at the still under construction Provo International Airport redevelopment.
Well, I'm very excited to tell you guys that we're celebrating 100 years of commercial aviation within the industry, of course. Here in the Turks and Caicos Islands, our highlight has been the terminal expansion project, where we are injecting over $10 million into the redevelopment of the Providenciales International Airport. Today, we've opened the new check-in area.
Terminal and Marketing Manager Laverne Reynolds gave a tour and an update, sharing that the site is in a raw state right now, but the covered entryway is on time to meet the spike in guest arrivals typical for March in Providenciales.
Fortunately, we do have it available for use, but I just want everyone to know that it is not completed. It is in a semi-raw state where we still have the concrete raw flooring, as well as the wall that separates the new area from the old area. Because we're moving into March, which is one of the busiest months for us, when it comes to passenger travel, we needed to find a way to better facilitate the movement.
Among the features, it will be one of the first to boast having a multi-airline check-in kiosk.
But this year, we're trying to find a better way to service passengers and move along in facilitating and enhancing the flow as well as the experience. And by winter 2014, we would have had this entire project completed and passengers were able to enjoy the open area as well as the additional space.
Reynolds reiterated that the airport is on time and on budget and not underfunded. DeAndre Hamilton reporting for One Caribbean News. Resort accommodation for Turquoise Morning provided by Taino Beach Resort and Club. Taino Beach, always within reach.
Hello, I'm DeAndre Hamilton here to let you know that you should be watching Tropic TV on channel 689. Get the latest news out of Haiti. What's happening in the Turks and Caicos? Big stories out of Jamaica. And Turquoise Morning hosted by me featuring the Turks and Caicos Islands. Tropic TV over on channel 689 Cable Bahamas. You should be watching.
Turks and Caicos First is number one. First for auto insurance, first for home insurance, first for commercial insurance. The first indigenous insurance company in the Turks and Caicos since 1993. Covers all islands. Claims decisions made locally. The number one choice when you want faster claims decisions, better representation, more leverage in your protection, and a trusted family of professionals. More than 50 years combined insurance experience. Only the number one will do. Turks and Caicos First. 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 Turks and Caicos First is your number one.
Area. So these are the type of ideas that they're generating. Different special programs for special weeks like Valentine's just passed. Albeit they weren't prepared for Valentine, but they're thinking, had they been, that would have been a great time to promote a week of Valentine activities, color the town red and special discounts. These type of ideas that the DFB is responsible for doing. And bringing also tours to the downtown area. We think it's a wonderful, successful project. We're happy that we did it. We are confident that with the formation of the DFBA and with the keen interest of the Grand Bahama community at large, that we will see the downtown area back to its glory days, which contributed to the name the Magic City. And we believe that the downtown area will reach that very soon, as we try in our own efforts at the Port Authority, that is, to try and attract foreign direct investment to the island, and looking at hopefully finding some serious anchor tenants for those two large spaces that we have downtown. We're hopeful that that will happen sooner than later, but we ask all of the patrons of the downtown area and the Grand Bahama community by extension to not forget downtown. We have our very own downtown trying to make a living. Let's support them.
Turquoise Morning is brought to you courtesy of the Grand Bahama Port Authority, promoting, encouraging, and establishing Freeport, Grand Bahama.
We know that you have enjoyed this episode of Turquoise Morning. We have certainly had a great time bringing it to you. We're in downtown Freeport, and our trek through the island continues courtesy of the Grand Bahama Port Authority. And we want to say a special thank you to Western Air and M&K Car Rental. And of course, my friend, my girl, she is just an outstanding human being, and Sister Zanika Bartlett. Yeah. All right, so that does it for the show. I'm DeAndre Hamilton, reminding you to get on out there, live your life to the full, live your life in color.
To God be the glory.